Hey, how you doing? Alright guys, welcome to my Modern Warfare 3 review. I'm going to try to make this short, but it's probably not going to be short, so yeah, alright, let's look forward to that. Okay, so Modern Warfare 3 just came out, I think, what, 2 or 3 days ago? Today's Friday, so yeah, it came out 3 or 4 days ago. I didn't really play it much the first day it came out. I beat a couple levels, but I played multiplayer for a few hours. So, finally got around to beating it the other day. I actually beat it in one session. Story mode itself was 10 hours. That was on veteran. Maybe an hour of that was AFK though, so it's anywhere from 9 to 11 hours on veteran. But yeah, let's get started with my stuffs. You know what I mean? All right, so I'll start with story. All right, so the game basically takes place immediately after the second game, Modern Warfare 2. So it's they don't specify how long, but it's basically like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Pretty much, it's a helicopter ride, so they don't really specify how long it's been. So basically, at the end of Modern Warfare 2, Makarov, the terrorist, was like still alive. He was announcing how he's gonna like start World War 3, and basically the end of the world was coming and stuff. This one's still basically you guys are hunting Makarov and trying to get him, but so you got basically Soap and Price, the main characters. They're going after Makarov. They're kind of doing the Spec Ops stuff, like behind the scenes, like sneaking in and stuff. And then you get the Americans and a couple other weird missions. Like one of the missions you get to play is the Russian president's bodyguard. One of the ones you play as SAS. That one's really fun. It's like you're basically in like a really rainy city, and like basically you and this team of like 30 dudes are just like walking on like sidewalks, killing people. Pretty cool. Very Splinter Cell, if you don't mind me saying. Yeah. All right. So the story, I have no problem with the story. I will say that it wasn't as good as Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops in my opinion. They didn't really focus too hard on the characters this time around, so it's kind of a hit for me, but it was still an enjoyable experience and a pretty interesting story. So, story I approve of. Let's get to gameplay. Gameplay is where it's like the biggest thing I have notes on, pretty much. Alright, so gameplay. It's still on the Infinity Ward engine. Basically the engine that Call of Duty 2, 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and this are on. It's kind of crazy for one engine. Yeah, so basically it still plays like Call of Duty. I'm gonna say it plays more like Call of Duty 4 than Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops. It has like this weird speed to it that Modern Warfare 2 didn't have, or Black Ops. So plays more like Call of Duty 4, but it still has like a lot of this epic set pieces that were made pretty hard. Like, well, they established more in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops. So there are a lot of epic moments in story mode. Yeah, so basically what we get this time around is we get story mode. It's good. We get Spec Ops, which is pretty awesome actually. Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops had like 30 or 40 missions. This one has, I didn't get an exact count, but it's like 15 to 20 maybe. So obviously there's not as many this time around, but in addition we get survival mode, which is I think like 10 missions maybe. Basically you're supposed to hold out from basically every wave. There's like 30 guys that run in, and then you'll have like dogs and suicide bombers and helicopters and stuff, juggernauts. I only made it to like wave 15 or something though, so I don't really know how hard it gets. I am going to go back and play that mode because I do have a lot of achievements left to get from that mode. So Spec Ops, it's pretty fun. I like it. And then let's get to multiplayer. Well, competitive multiplayer. Okay, so I'm not one of these people who hates Call of Duty. Like, if you've noticed lately, there's so many people who are just, Call of Duty sucks, Battlefield's better, it's not the same shit every game. Call of Duty comes out every year, fuck you. Honestly, I like the idea of a first-person shooter that comes out every year, like Madden or any of these other miscellaneous sport games that come out every year. You know, I love the engine, I love the story mode. The multiplayer is fun for the most part, but honestly, it feels really dated to me. I could be saying this because I have put over like 500 hours into all of the Call of Duties over the course of like maybe like 5 years or whatever. So I am a little bored of the multiplayer, but that's just me. You gotta remember also, I play Gears of War 3 like 5 hours a day. I'm like a top ranked person on the leaderboard over there. So I feel that Gears of War has innovated the genre more than Call of Duty has. You know, I find myself like trying to like mark targets. Like that's something that'd be perfect for Call of Duty. You know, like in Gears of War, you aim at a person, you hit left analog, and it puts a little marker over them for like 7 seconds. Gears of War or Call of Duty doesn't do that. I think that'd be perfect. So that's a really good innovation that Call of Duty doesn't really go near the innovation area for their games. So you basically get the standard modes. They added a couple, obviously, like what the hell's that one called? It's basically where it's like team deathmatch, but when you kill a person, they drop a dog tag, and you got to pick it up. It's called like kill count or kill confirm or something like that. I didn't play it, but it looks interesting. What else we got? We got there's like 10 game modes. I can't remember them all. I basically just stay near the ones I like free for all, team deathmatch, and stuff like that. But from what I saw, it's all of the same modes from Black Ops. You'll probably like all that. Like I said, if you're into Call of Duty, you're gonna like this game, especially the multiplayer. So what they do bring new to the series, though, is weapon levels and weapon proficiencies, which are basically every weapon has its own level. So let's say you get 100 kills with it, it'll level you up to level 2. Then it'll say like get 50 more, like 150 more kills, and it levels up again. It's not that steep though. Maybe later on, but from what I know, every weapon has a set amount of levels. I maxed out one of my secondary weapons already, so. Assault rifles, I think, cap at 30, 35 around there. It's really cool though because you unlock camouflages and attachments doing that. You also get weapon proficiencies, which are basically weapon perks. So you know, like level 5, you'll get like let's say you level up your M4 to level 5, you'll get reduced kickback. Let's say you level it up to level 10, you'll get like what's that? What the hell is it called? It's where you shoot through the wall and it does more damage. You'll get that. Then you'll get dual perks or dual attachments, which allows you to have like whatever attachments you want on it, 2 of them, so on. But it's a very nice innovation that they brought to the upgrading system of the games, because just getting kills and headshots kind of gets boring after a while. But yeah, there's less camouflages. One thing I really didn't like is they took out the do you remember in Black Ops you could have like multiple red dots? Well, they had like 30 or 40 red dots you could change it and change the colors to. This time around they only have like 10 red dots and they're all red, so kind of a bummer there. Things I did dislike though with the multiplayer were the multiplayer maps. They just didn't really feel that different. They're just basically single player rips of areas from the single player, which Call of Duty is known for doing. But this time around, I didn't really find any of the levels to be interesting, and I actually hated one of the maps. It's like jungle or something, or it's like an African jungle, and it's such a boring map, and I can't stand it. I don't know, I kind of don't like some of the weapons, but I don't know, I just feel that there's a little bit of an imbalance with some of them. Like the M16 is like a 2-shot burst kill, yet you get the Type 56 or whatever, and that's like a 1-shot burst kill. So, yeah. But basically, I like the multiplayer. It's just, if this game came out before Gears 3, I would have loved the fuck out of it. But since it came out after Gears 3, and around Skyrim, and around Assassin's Creed, and around Saints Row, I'll find myself probably not playing it that often. Yeah, that's the multiplayer, guys. Alright, so yeah, let's get to the sound now. Voice acting, just like with all the other Call of Duties, it's good voice acting. I have no problem with the voice acting. And the music, the music's okay. It is basically average Call of Duty. You know, when you're playing as the Americans, you get more like epic guitars and like shit, like, you know, like rock music, and then as you play as like the Europeans and stuff, you get more, I guess, instrumental music, like violins and flutes and stuff. Yeah, it's average. I'm not gonna go back and listen to the music at all. So I approve of the sound just because the voice acting was good. Yeah, I actually heard Yuri Lowenthal in this game. He does a bunch of the Russians, and also, I think Sam Riegel voices one of the announcers. Also, I would like to note that Makarov's voice is awesome. Like, I like his voice for some reason. Alright, so, okay, I'm not sure if I mentioned this. Story I approve of, gameplay I approve of, and sound I approve of. And let's give you my, alright, so my legs. I do like the weapon level and proficiency system. That's pretty much my main, like, out of the game. Like, out of everything new that it brought, that's probably my biggest like. You know, the story mode just keeps it pretty simple. Plays pretty much the same as Modern Warfare 2. It's on the same engine and everything. My dislikes, though. These are very nitpicky, by the way. I didn't really have any major issues with the game, aside from just little minor things like preference-based. Like, I didn't really like the maps or some of the weapons I didn't like. But these are like very, very minor ones. Like the sniper scope. This thing is so tiny now. What the hell did they do to it? It's so small. And then where the fuck are the female soldiers at? I know it's war and everything, and I don't know. Like, I know there's female soldiers obviously in the military, but like, where the fuck are they in this game? You only see like maybe a couple throughout the game, and they're just like background NPCs. Wouldn't it be cool to have like a female main character or something? Alright, well, that's my dislikes and my likes. Let's get to my overview. Alright, so Modern Warfare 3, it's a lot of people are calling it an expansion of Modern Warfare 2, and that's not fair because it does feature another full-length story mode. It might not be as long as Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops, but to be fair, those games are pretty long. It's basically 3 acts. Each act has like 5 to 10 missions or something like that. And if you're playing on veteran, it'll take you around 10 hours. That's not bad. I mean, a lot of games nowadays are 10 hours long. So single player, I really do think it's a good single player. I wish they focused more on the characters. Alright, so Spec Ops, I think it's a fun mode to fuck around in. You know, I don't know, it's not gonna do anything new to the genre, but it's just a nice little bonus edition. It's fun going back and getting veteran on all of the Spec Ops missions and getting all the achievements. That's basically what it is. It's just a little fun co-op mode you can play with your friends. By the way, it's only 2 players, so I like that. I love 2-player modes. And then finally the multiplayer. It didn't personally appeal to me that much, so I'm not gonna say it's like good or bad. But it's made for the people who like Call of Duty's multiplayer. If you like Call of Duty's multiplayer, you're gonna like it. Yeah, so I think it's a good game. You know, I don't hate the Call of Duty series. I think it's a really good first-person shooter series, and I look forward to it every year. Yeah, the set pieces are amazing. I don't know, just the entire game is good. I will say that if you're not into the Call of Duty games, like the multiplayer, like playing the multiplayer is your main multiplayer game, I'd rent it though. You know, you can beat the single player easily in a day. You can play Spec Ops for a few hours, get bored of that. Same with multiplayer. But yeah, I'm gonna rent it. Well, I didn't rent it. My brother bought it. But if I was given the choice, I'd rent this game. Unless I was like a hardcore Call of Duty fan, then I'd buy it. So that is my thoughts on Call of Duty. Yeah, I'm gonna go. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go record footage for my review. So yeah, bye bye. Motherfucking Skype, get off my window, you asshole.